Another move we can talk about, though, but this has to do with the Islanders and the Coyotes. The Coyotes need draft picks. The Islanders need cap space, and they came together, and I feel like at the end of it, everyone got what they wanted, but I think Arizona definitely won this deal. The Coyotes receive Andrew Ladd from the New York Islanders. Basically, a dead contract. He will apparently he'll have the chance to play, but it won't be guaranteed. A 2021 second rounder, a 2022 conditional second rounder, and a 2023 conditional third rounder. This next tweet is from Arthur Staple. Conditions on the 2022 second rounder going to Arizona in the Ladd deal. Coyotes get the better of the Isles 22 seconds. Either the Isles' own or Colorado's from the Devon Taves deal. I believe another condition is actually just based upon if he plays a game. But this is all from the Sportsnet article. 3 picks, the Islanders get their cap space, and no return, which is hilarious. If you didn't think we were in a dead cap era right now, we are in a dead cap era where 3 assets, nothing in return.
I mean, it's a horrible look for the league. How is this happening? That's
Lou being Lou.
No, it's not the trade. The trade's clearly legal. It's just that at least once in off season, we have a dead contract being traded, and it's just not a great look for the league. It really isn't.
No,
but it's great for the Islanders in this case scenario. They get rid of $5.5 million of cap space, because I believe he's not on LTIR. Last year he played like 1 game in the AHL. Mm-hmm. So that does free them up to go after some people in free agency, as well as sign their own free agents like Anthony Beauvillier, Adam Pelech, and Ilya Sorokin.
The Islanders have a weird off season so far. That this trade, in a way, like it did surprise me at the time, but again, like when we talk about Jonathan Bernier, it's like Lou Lamoriello's done this before, where he's been able to kind of get rid of these contracts, or a contract that he never signed, he inherited from the GM prior, that he wanted to just get out of it. Because when I look at the protection list right now, when I say like Lou being Lou, it is kind of true in that sense where you protected Cal Clutterbuck and Matt Martin, but you exposed Josh Bailey and who was it again? Josh Bailey and
Jordan
Eberle. Yes.
You're ruining my transition plan.
Sorry.
Oh, my apologies. I just wanted to further expand on this because like my other thing I wanted to say was I think Andrew Ladd wasn't on LTIR because his mind was already in Minnesota from last year.
That is a very good point. And
in The Athletic, they mentioned that like he was prepared already. He's like, okay, I guess I'm getting traded to Minnesota.
I mean, and it just fell through because like the money was garbage. Speaking of money, the Islanders have $12.1 million in cap space now, helped by this deal. If you look at their protected list, they protected goalie Semyon Varlamov, defenseman Mayfield, Pelech, Pulak, forwards Pajot, Nelson, Lee, Barzell, and Beauvillier, and the identity line. I love it so much. Martin, Clutterbuck, and no, they didn't protect Zizekas. Hey, okay.
Isn't he? They didn't? Oh, okay.
He's a UFA.
Okay, and he'll probably stay. Great.
Right, exactly.
And you'll notice there is a defenseman missing, and that is Nick Leddy, who gets traded to the Detroit Red Wings in exchange for Richard Panik. He is traded again, and a pick. Solid pickup for Detroit. It's a second rounder in this year's draft. And I hate Yzerman. I hate you bringing players I want on the Habs to the goddamn division, but for Detroit, darn it.
The Anthony Mantha trade is looking so much better.
So think about that. He turned Anthony Mantha into what, like a first, a second, Jacob Arana, and Nick Leddy. Oh, this is hilarious.
I saw a lot of people complaining that they gave up the pick to take on Nick Leddy. But to me, the reason I think it's a good trade for both teams in this scenario is that again, the Islanders didn't want to lose him for nothing. And I think that's where the complaint is, because Detroit did have a lot of leverage. Like, Detroit didn't have to trade for Nick Leddy per se, but in Detroit's case, you need NHL defensemen who aren't 23, 24 years old. Nick Leddy has 1 year left. He's 30. And you're going to probably play the crap out of him. Mm-hmm. And what that does is, if he plays well, which he played well in New York, I don't see why he couldn't play well in Detroit, that can increase his trade value. Like, they had to give up a second round pick and Richard Panik to get Nick Leddy. And that was when they had some leverage. What if, like, come the trade deadline or January, we're having a discussion about, okay, what can the Red Wings do with Nick Leddy? They can trade him for picks and prospects. And I think there's upside here for Detroit. And we know that some teams don't eye this draft as highly as other drafts, due to the COVID and lack of playing. So maybe they're more interested in next year. Like, we've had this discussion. Detroit has 2 picks in the first 5 rounds. Like, each round they have 2 picks in each of them.
Freaking hell. Not bad. Not bad.
Like, you know what I mean? I think they can afford to give up a second and then get back into next year's draft.